Oh my goodness, look at me, you guys. I remembered to record this call at the very beginning. Can I get some claps? That's like my first time. It's my first time. So, welcome to our Thursday night informational call with Life Activated Brands. My name is Ashley South. I am so glad to see all of your beautiful, happy, handsome, shining faces. Heck, even if you have the little white picture of a human being and you're not on camera, I'm excited to see you there too. So tonight is going to be just a really quick call. We're not going to keep you here for long. It's usually about 30 minutes. But generally, people are coming on these calls because they're interested in learning about the business. Maybe you're just curious. Maybe you're like 90% of the way there. We want to tell you a little bit more about this community, this culture, how we make money, the products that we sell, how, yes, you can do this too, and just kind of answer some of the most common questions. So you're probably thinking, right? What is Life Activated Brands? Got it. We'll cover that. You're probably also thinking, what do I have to do? Right? I want to make money. Inflation's crazy. I need to make money. What do I have to do? And can I do it? You're probably also thinking, what the heck are you people selling? We will absolutely cover that too. And you're probably going to think or wonder, like, how's the money? Is this going to be worth my time? So we're going to cover all those tonight. We have some amazing guest speakers. Before we get started, I just want to quickly introduce myself and my background. You already know my name is Ashley, but I have been in this industry for about a little over 3 years. And in those 3 years, I have learned things about myself and what I'm capable of and what this business model can do for me that were never done for me in my other 36 years of life. I'll be 40 next year. And I'm not sure if I've ever gone in depth into my personal story, but I have been in 2 domestic violence relationships. I have been pregnant and homeless at the same time. I was a single and only parent for 14 years when my son's father abandoned us, never getting any kind of support. And I can tell you that the residual income and the extra income from something like this is life-changing. And if I could go back to struggling Ashley, who was sleeping in her car, struggling Ashley that was scared that she would never be able to put her son through college or pay for medical bills or get out of the mountain of debt that I had, I would have jumped at this opportunity in a second. Now I'm on the flip side to tell you that it is this business model that brought me out of almost $50,000 in student loan debt. I got pregnant my first year at college. I had to pay for all of that myself, and I did that through loans, which was debilitating as a single working mom with no support, no financial help. I never thought I was going to get out from those student loans. They were always there, always there. This business has helped me buy my son his first truck. I literally cried when I went and did that for him and paid cash with a check. He owns that truck. This business, when I married my husband, we have 4 kids. We weren't able to even take a honeymoon or go on trips. We have 3 teenagers. You think we could afford to feed 3 teenagers on a trip? It was just unheard of for me. And so I've been able to provide my family with things and extras that in this economy, in this temperature of our economy, there's absolutely no other way that I would be able to provide those extras. And so it has given me a different life. It has taken away the stress that I know many of us are feeling, the hardships that many of us are feeling. So I hope that you've come in with an open mind, because whether you're looking to make an extra $50 a month, whether you're looking for life-changing friendships and a community that's going to accept you and support you and help your personal development, or whether you're looking to make $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a month, this is absolutely possible. You can do that here at Life Activated Brands. So we are called Life Activated Brands for a reason. Brands is plural. That's because not only do we have our 3 current product lines, but we are committed to coming up with the cutting edge technology, with meeting demands, with what, in health and wellness, there are always new products and new ideas coming out. And we always want to have the products that everybody wants. And we want to have the products that are actually going to change lives and be able to be sold to everyone. Okay. Every one of our product lines here at Lab, I can confidently say that every single person needs. They are good for every single body, and they are not hard to sell because they're what every human being needs. Okay. We have an incredible compensation plan. I know you probably heard that a million times. Every company likes to say that, but truly, as someone who has been in the industry, this is technically, most people also don't know this. This is my 4th MLM business. Okay, my fourth MLM company that I have been with, and I've never seen payouts this good. I've never seen no gotchas, no gimmicks, and no ways to trick you, or you have to be active, or you have to sign a contract, or you have to pay certain fees. We don't have that here at Lab. It is truly as free as you want to be. Come in and make your money. And the products are life-changing. So I'm just going to quickly run through our product lines, and then I'm going to let you hear from someone who has had their life actually changed by our products, so you can hear it firsthand. But we have 3 product lines here at Lab. We have our CBD line, which has 4 products, 2 of which are really unique. We have 2 CBD energy products, which I don't really see on the market. They are incredible. All of our products are holistic. They're all natural ingredients. They're from an NSF certified facility. And if you have any experience in the supplement industry or the health and wellness arena, NSF is the highest safety standard protocol you can get. And most companies will not pay the money to have that rigorous of testing. It is pristine. Like, you could eat off the floor in one of those laboratories. I promise you, you could. And so we have our entire CBD line, which also includes CBD balm and CBD oil. Okay. We also have an entire gut health line. And again, you can't go anywhere without hearing about CBD or gut health. These are all hot button topics. People are actively out there searching. They're looking for these products. They're waiting for you to provide them to them. We have an entire Livology gut health line that is life-changing. In fact, in the comments, if you use our CBD products, please let me know which products you use, which ones you love. And if Livology has changed your life in any way, please go ahead and put that in the comments too. I would love for people to be able to read some of those testimonies as well. And so our Livology gut health line has 4 products in itself: a daytime capsule, it has a nighttime sleep product, it has a nighttime probiotic, and it also has a detox tea. And then we have a 3rd product line, which is our Morvita. I think Morvita it's what attracted me to this company. It's what made me drop everything and come running. I had never even heard of Moringa. Our Morvita is a Moringa supplement. Okay. There's Moringa trees out there, but no one is selling a Moringa supplement that tastes good. No one is selling a Moringa supplement that's enzymatically complete, that is shade dried, that hasn't been heat processed, that isn't in a capsule, that works as effectively as ours and tastes as good as ours. Sure, you can find Moringa out there, but it's not NSF certified. You don't know who processed it, and it tastes like garbage. Typically in its raw form, Moringa smells and tastes like sewer water. And we have a product unlike anything else. It changes lives. Let me know in the comments what Morvita has done for you personally, or if you have customers who their lives have been changed by Morvita. I would love to see that in the comments as well. But it's a standalone product. I could have a successful business just selling Morvita alone. That's how life-changing of a product it is. It is the most nutrient-dense plant on the face of the earth, and every human body needs it. All of us need those nutrients desperately. So those are our 3 product lines. We also have a new product coming out in our Morvita line. It should be next month. I'm fingers crossed it will be next month, but we have some really new, exciting stuff. So if you're thinking about the business, it's always a good time to jump in before a major product launch. It's just a smart business decision. But I'm going to find my good friend, Tracy. Tracy, let me just tell you a little bit about her. She's a wonderful leader. She is calm and collected, and she does so much for everyone else here. In fact, raise your hand or say in the chat, has Tracy Trudeau ever helped you? Has she ever helped you or encouraged you or loved on you in some way? She's a wonderful leader, but she also has a wonderful knowledge of our products. And I'm just going to ask Tracy to tell us a little bit about how the products have changed her life or benefited her. Tracy?
Well, hi everyone. My product story probably looks a little different from some of the product stories you've heard from other people if you're not on here for the first time tonight. But nonetheless, they have changed my life in a pretty major way. And I think to kind of understand that story, I'm just going to give you a little bit of background on me and where I come from. So first of all, I live in New York City, which is the city that never sleeps. And I want you to remember that as I tell my story. Second, I work in a really, really stressful industry where I am on 24/7. Like, I work in PR, in healthcare, and I'm the first call if there is a crisis. So it's literally 24/7. If anything goes wrong, I am the one that has to deal with it, even if that's at 4 o'clock in the morning. So to say my sleep is a little bit off is an understatement. And it's been like that for forever. And on top of that, when you don't sleep, it means you don't have any energy. So I would be the person at 3 o'clock in the afternoon who's on a Zoom call like this, kind of doing, that thing, because I'm having the afternoon slumps. And I'd be so tired till you get to bed. And as soon as I lay my head down, my mind would start racing with all of the thoughts of what I have to do tomorrow. Where's my passport? Do I have to renew that one? What about my driver's license? When do I have to go get that done? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? And I wouldn't sleep. And that would go on all night long. Or, I'd finally fall asleep and then I toss and I turn and I toss and I turn until about 4 minutes before the alarm clock goes off. And I'd have a really good 4 minutes of sleep. That would be nice. And then I'd have to press that snooze button over and over and over again, right? So if you can relate to any of that, I'd love to hear that in the comments. So I'm sure there's a few of you out there that are like me. So when I started to hear my friend talking about this thing called sleep, kind of intrigued me. And I went in and I jumped and I grabbed that from her. And to tell you that first night, one pill, taking it, that I fell asleep so gently. I stayed asleep all night long. And then I woke up not only not needing to hit that snooze button, but I had energy for the whole day. And that kind of just in one product sold me. And so from there, I then tried the Lovology line. And I think part of that sleep and having my mind go everywhere, I enjoy the Activate because that helped focus me, give me some of that focused energy. And the Levkana line helped with stress and all of that. And it all just worked together. And then I had to just jump in and sell it too, because if I'm here talking about it to everybody, I was going to do the next best thing. So that's sort of my story. And if I've ever forget to take it, I really, really, really regret it. And the one time I accidentally messed up Sleep and Activate, I just don't do that. But that's my story.
I love that so much. I love your sleep story because you were sold on the company and the business by essentially trying one product, right, Tracy?
Yep, one product, but to what sleep can do for you is so powerful. So if I knew this one thing could help me, so many other people I know don't sleep well, that alone could help 100 people in my book. So I wanted to be able to share that.
And you've had quite a few other wins as well. You came in and tried other products, obviously, because you're like, I got to sell this stuff. This company's legit. It's amazing. People need this stuff. Tell us a little bit about your hair story. And also you had lost a bunch of weight before you even came to this company, but I know that you had kind of plateaued and struggled to lose those last 10.
Yep. So on the hair side, just part of one, I think when you lose a lot of weight, hair loss does come with that, is what my doctor told me. And getting older, your hormones go a little crazy. I also have a thyroid issue. So I think hair loss just was part of that. And so I had tried, every single one of the vitamins that are out there on the infomercials, even that red light thing. I tried Rogaine, a bunch of stuff, and nothing really worked. It just kept losing the hair. And then I got COVID on top of all of that, I even got more hair loss. And so I kind of had given up. I even bought a couple of purple wigs, I was ready to throw in the towel. But I purchased the Morvita along with the stuff, just to figure, why not try this thing too? Because I've tried everything else, might as well try Morvita. And wouldn't you know, like a month or so later, I started to get, and you can see them, I still have them here, these little tiny baby hairs. And then 60 days later, 90 days later, they got bigger. And about a year in, it's hair takes a long time. It's not something you're going to see overnight. I went to my dermatologist and she was shocked to see the hair in the back had grown so much when nothing else was working. So, I mean, that alone for me, again, life-changing. And then, yes, I had lost about 65 pounds on my own. And I just hit this plateau. Nothing I was doing was working out, lowering the calories, doing all of the same things that I had done to lose that 65. I couldn't drop the next 10. I was really mad about it because when you work that hard, you want to lose it. And the Livology, our gut health, I mean, turns out it's probably all just inflammation and water retention and everything. As soon as I started that program, I dropped the next 10. So, I can't speak enough for our Livology and gut health system.
Thank you so much, Tracy, for being willing to jump on and share, some personal things. Thanks for letting me put you on the spot. But
Sure.
like stories, they're not singular. We have so many people on this call that have their lives have changed, just like Tracy's, from these products, and you can actually feel good selling these to people because you feel like you're doing good in the world, like you're helping to change lives. Speaking of changing lives, this business model changes lives. And you're on this call because you're like, can I do this? Do I want to do this? Is this the place where I want to do this? And if the products haven't convinced you, let me just explain a little bit further what makes Lab so different. One is our pay. And I could go in, we get paid 8 different ways. We give you 100% of the difference between retail and wholesale, which is unheard of in just about any other company. We're going to pay you more than any other company. I mean, I can go heads up on any other comp plan and plug in volume and stand behind that. But there's also no gimmicks. We're going to pay you infinitely deep. There's just 2 legs you have to build. If you're familiar with MLM, there's none of the structure. It's not rank dependent. Your volume is your volume, and you're going to get paid on every single thing that you sell, whether you're active or not. Okay. There's a lot of companies where you have to place a minimum order in order for you to get paid on anything that you sell. That does not happen here. Okay. We're going to pay you fairly because you deserve it. A lot of times people also come in with experience, or maybe they've had I call it MLM PTSD. Okay. Raise your hand if you have ever experienced MLM PTSD, where maybe you were somewhere else and people pressured you, or they're hitting you up to hit volume at the end of the month. It's gross. It's yuck. Like, we don't want that vibe here. But we also have very different systems here. People come in having never had success in the industry and try our easy steps. They use our app, they use our program, which we call the daily workflow. With no experience, with no network, we are going to teach you the absolute opposite of what most people think MLM is. We're not going to have you go ask your grandma and your cousin and your 2 best friends every single day to buy your stuff. We're not going to tell you to go do an in-home party, okay, so you can bug all your friends and family. We're not going to tell you to create your own private VIP group and bug people to come into it and host parties. All those things is what makes people feel uncomfortable with MLM. Instead, what if I told you that we have an app where you just log in every single day, and we have lined out, gamified even, all the steps that you need to do in order to become a micro influencer. I'm not talking about big time influencers. I'm talking about a micro influencer, where you're actually creating content that's based around your personality, your likes, your enjoyment, your hobbies, your beliefs. And you're going to create content, and we're going to teach you how to set up your social media properly that gets people coming to you. Okay. Put in the comments if you're with Lab and you have ever had a person you didn't know approach you about the business, about the products. I'm telling you, the game starts to change when you actually can follow these very easy systems, and we will teach you everything you need to know. You don't have to have a network. You don't have to, but I believe it or not, no one in my family buys from me. I don't have to sell to them. I don't need them, because I have strangers that come and buy from me and support my business. There are strangers out there every day, hundreds of thousands of people Googling gut health, wanting to buy the product. They just need to find you. And so that's what we do here at Lab that is so crazy different. And it's way less time consuming because you don't have to go message 100 people. That's not what we're going to tell you to do. We're going to give you this app and you just do a little checklist. And so we tell people, if you can read, if you can follow directions and you can read, and you can get in and commit 45 minutes to an hour, doesn't have to be in one chunk. Okay. And some days you don't have to work. Some days you can work double. You can build your own schedule here. I always say about an hour a day it takes for me to fully complete the daily workflow, end to end, all the tasks. You can build a very large sustainable business here, just like I have. And all you have to do is follow the step-by-step instructions. It is not your typical MLM. Speaking of which, I would love for you to hear from one of our resident IBOs. I asked her to come on the call tonight and talk because I have seen the most personal growth in this human. I am blessed to call her my friend as well. But I'm going to find Cassidy here and unmute her. Cassidy's been with Lab, I think, for about 18 months. I'm going to ask her to introduce herself and tell her story a little bit as soon as I can find her in my drop down here. But you guys, Cassidy is a person, again, just like Tracy, you're going to find the vibe here is very supportive, very loving, very encouraging. And so I want you to hear from Cassidy about her experience as an IDO here in the company.
Thanks, Ashley. If I cry, I'm sorry. So I'm Cassidy. I have 5 kids. My husband's a trucker, and no, I'm not gonna say I found Lab. Lab found me. Thanksgiving 2021, the company that I was with went down the day before. Melissa Collins friended me on Facebook. I'm like, who the hell are you? Who are you with 5,000 friends and like 8,000 followers sending little old me? And I Facebook stalked Melissa. I watched her live where she pretty much was telling other MLMers to either be kind or shut the F up, because we aren't going to go harassing other women who just lost their livelihood. And I'm like, I don't know who you are, but I like you. So I messaged her. I asked her why she friended me. I do not remember how it led to the business. I didn't ask her any questions after she brought up the business. I signed up on the dollar. And then 2 days later, I grabbed a pack at the Black Friday sale with pretty much zero belief that I could actually do it, because my life had been rocked a lot. When I joined Lab, my marriage was legit in shambles. Someone had called CPS on my family, and I have no idea why. Still to this day, there was just a lot going on, and they don't ever tell you who or why called on you. All you know is that you are now thrown into this world of fear, chaos, anxiety, and I have chronic anxiety and depression already. Like, I was suicidal all through high school. And so I was in the fight to not lose my babies. I was in the fight to either rescue my marriage or find the strength to find a way to support myself. So Lab was initially a way to learn to support my own self, so that if the marriage fell apart, worse than it already was, I wasn't going to be living in my mother's basement with, at the time, 4 kids and no way to support myself, because I haven't worked since my 7-year-old was 8 months old. I have been very blessed not to have to, but now we have 8.5% inflation, and that is changing for a lot of people just like me. So that's a bit of the backstory there. The biggest thing with Lab for me, yeah, it's about the money. It's about serving people, the community, being together, helping each other grow. Lab saved my life. The people, Ashley, Melissa, the friends, Amy, Tracy, I can name a whole bunch of y'all who over the last year and a half, whether actually was personal with what I've been going through or what, to have people I could reach out to have people I could grow a friendship with from across the country and then meet up with them a couple times a year in person. My baby came with me to my first conference in July last year, came with me again in January. They'll all be with me in July, but they will be with my brother. I managed to rope my brother into babysitting for me on a family vacation, so everybody has to come. But it doesn't matter where you are in the downline. If you're a sideline, an upline, a downline, you have something special to share. And we need your story just as much as you possibly, I don't know if you did, needed mine. Lab got me through CPS. It was something I could hold on to. Because of the personal development required to grow in this industry, Lab saved my marriage. Since I was little, all I wanted to do was either write or motivate other women. All through school, I'd make the other people on my swim team and my ballroom team give me 10 push-ups if they gave me the words I can't, because it wasn't tolerated. And in Lab, it doesn't matter where you are in the company. You can lead, you can step up right now. and find something that maybe you don't think you're good at, but the rest of us do. My business is not quite where I want it yet. I feel like I had the personal development prior to the growth in my finances, but it has filled up my gas tank on multiple occasions. It has put groceries on my table. Probably have only made a couple $1,000s in the last 18 months, give or take. But the fact that I'm still married, I still have my kids with me. Probably the biggest thing that's given to me. And I've been in plenty of other MLMs. A lab is home, it's family. You're not going to find anywhere quite like us.
Jeez, that is making me, is anybody else like feeling like someone's cutting onions in this room? Now do you see why I asked Cassidy to jump on this call? Jeez Louise. Hearing that, like, thank you, Cassidy, one, for being vulnerable enough to share that with us. That is not an easy story to get through. But like, it's life changing, and we can have someone on here that's making 40 grand a month, you know what I mean? But like, there is so much more than just making money. And trust me, we make incredible money. I've made 40 grand a month in this industry. But changing someone's life, saving someone's marriage, giving someone friendships when they don't even know if they want to be in this world this month, like, it is a culture and a community here that you're just not going to find anywhere else. And I hope you guys, your hearts just exploded when you heard from Cassidy. I hope those of you that are planning on coming to conference in July are ready to give her a big giant hug, because she is a wonderful human. Thank you, Cassidy, for sharing that with us tonight. All right, so we just have a few other things. We're ready to jump off this call. Some of you are probably wondering, okay, like, I need to figure this out. How do I do this? And so I'm just going to talk next steps with you. Very simple. You're not locked into any contracts. You don't have to do anything here. In fact, just like buying our products, when you come in with a business kit to become an IBO, you have a full 30 days. There's nothing sealed in. You can try those dang products. You can try our systems, try the daily workflow, hang out with me and Cassidy and Tracy, see if you like it. And if you don't, you can get an entire full refund. You're not locked into anything, okay? But there's 3 different options, 3 different kits to come in with the business. You just have to buy your own products at wholesale. That is all enrolling with this business is. You're not paying for website fees or anything else. That's all included with your kit. You're either going to get the starter kit for $199, you'll get the enhanced kit for $499, or the pro kit for $799. I would say most people choose the enhanced or pro because it comes with at least one of every single thing that we sell. And trust me, when you see our products and how life-changing they are, you're going to want every single product that we have. But either way, any kit will get you started tonight. If you do choose to enroll, make sure you go with who invited you to this call. Connect with them after this call. Say, hey, I need some of that. I need some of that Cassidy Riches juice. Hey, I need some of that positivity in my life. And I want to sell these products, and I want to make an extra $1,000 a month or $500 a month. I want to put groceries on my family table. I want to be able to send my daughter to gymnastics. I want to be able to handle this inflation system that's going on here and just cover the extra expenses. Okay, any one of those kits will get you in the business. If you do choose to enroll tonight, please make sure that your IBO messages me. I'm going to make sure that you get double the amount of coupons that come in your kit for those that do choose to enroll tonight. If you have questions, put them in the chat. We will get back with any single one of you that has questions or wants to talk afterwards. But I hope that you learned something tonight. I hope that you were inspired by Tracy and Cassidy. They're 2 people that always inspire me to be a better person. And thank you to everybody that jumped on this call. I hope you have a wonderful Thursday evening, and I will see you all very soon. Bye, guys.